show for us.
Who indeed? Other Fontaine characters have already mentioned Chevreuse before in their voice lines, but Chevreuse will finally be making an official appearance in version 4.3.
I'm so excited!
So exciting.
Oh, by the way, what do you think of letting one of our characters from the new version take the lead role in our commercial?
Oh, well, I mean, if we're shooting a video for Chioriya Boutique, then I think Navia would be an obvious choice. After all, Navia's clothing was designed by Chiori herself.
Wait, Erica, that was actually a really natural-sounding product placement for Chioriya Boutique. You're amazing at this.
I know it sounds like product placement, but Chiori really was the designer who created Navia's outfit. Next, let's have a look at her fashion show.
Ooh, and by fashion show, we mean her character showcase. I always say that blind optimism isn't the answer.
Лучшего
If
персонажа
you want a
показывает.
bright future, you have to go out and seize it with your own two hands. This one's got your name on it. A proper send-off from the Spina with love.
Ой, какая красивая у него ульта.
I'm sorry, can we take a moment to appreciate how perfectly Chiori customized Navia's clothes and accessories to reflect her personality? She clearly pays a lot of attention to the small details.
Erica, I love how seriously you're taking the sponsorship. It's really great.
It's important.
While we're on this topic, though, Navia's parasol seems pretty interesting. On the outside, it looks like a delicate accessory
СТРИМ
used to
давно не
block
было,
out
да?
the sun, but on the
Давно меня тут
inside,
не было в уличных
there's actually a
гонках.
secret firearm that can be used to ward off enemies at a moment's notice. It's elegant and fierce all at once, just like Navia herself.
Exactly. Even when it comes to her enemies, Navia is not the type to eschew
Я, как
basic
обычно,
etiquette.
запускаю
So
стрим
she
разрабов
prefers to maintain appropriate distance
с опозданием.
While using her elemental skill, Navia opens her gunbrella and fires
Жесть, это
multiple
что за
Rosula
нормальное
shard
оружие?
shots that
Что
can
за
pass through
красивая
opponents,
секира?
dealing geo damage upon a successful
Отвечание от
strike.
субтитров.
For a period of time after using her elemental skill, Navia's normal, charged, and plunging attacks will deal increased damage and become infused with the power of Geo, which cannot be overridden.
Now, when Navia's in combat, there are these
Опа,
little markings
Альбеда.
around her that look like bullets. I wonder if that's some sort of ammo for the gunbrella?
Oh yeah, yes, you guessed it. When a character in the party obtains an elemental shard created from the crystallized reaction, Navia will gain crystal shrapnel charges. Navia will consume these charges after unleashing her elemental skill. Her skill damage increases with the number of charges that she's accumulated.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that Navia's elemental skill becomes more
Копит
powerful
пульки,
if she
потом
works
стреляет.
together with other
Понял,
characters in the party to
понял.
trigger the crystallized reaction.
Звучит как что-то
Yes,
невероятно
exactly.
классное.
Okay, great.
Navia's elemental
Играется
burst
от
calls forth
мамонья
the
лица.
Rosula Dorata Salute, which unleashes a massive bombardment on opponents in front of her, periodically dealing geo elemental damage. I should also mention that Navia will accumulate crystal shrapnel charges at certain intervals if she strikes enemies with the Rosula Dorata Salute.
Ooh, now that salute is spectacular.
Ульта дает стаки.
That's awesome.
I heard that the Spina di Rosula likes to perform firearm salutes before important negotiations. You know, as a way to celebrate future success. And don't misunderstand, you guys, it's not an
Я
intimidation
вышел из
tactic at
творческого
all.
кризиса и
Okay.
решил вернуться к
Yeah,
стримам.
I guess that's just the Spina's way of
Ну,
showing
еще из
respect
того, что целый
in
месяц без
their
остановки
own
ходил
way.
на
Yeah,
смены
totally.
Not
на
intimidating at
работе.
all.
Ну, это так.
As
Это
the president of the
мелочь.
Spina di Rosula, Navia is always trying to collect the latest intel by exploring all corners of Fontaine. When Navia is dispatched on a 20-hour expedition in Fontaine, rewards gained will be increased.
Okay, so we just mentioned that Navia is the president of the Spina di Rosula. So I think we should bring up Spina's contributions to averting Fontaine's prophesized crisis. I mean, it was all thanks to Navia's leadership.
Exactly. Some people even lost their lives during that disaster. I'm certain that those events weighed heavily on Navia, but she remained tough and committed to leading the Spina.
Yeah,
Yeah, and while we're on the topic of Fontaine's crisis, though the prophesized dangers are over, the town is probably still busy rebuilding everything,
Что?
right? I bet Navia's gonna
Так
be
как я
occupied with
вышел
that for a
из
long time.
Oh, definitely.
из
And
творческого
that's something that
застоя,
travelers
завтра
will be
будет
able to
стрим.
see for themselves.
Да.
Navia's story quests, the Rosa
Будем
Multiflora
фармить опять.
chapter, will become available in version 4.3. The Spina will be working diligently to rebuild Poisson. Though repairing the houses will be straightforward, the emotional distress may be much more difficult to address. If you're curious about how Navia and her crew are going to proceed, then be sure to check it out.
Ugh, I'm so excited!
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
looking forward to seeing what happens. Okay, so now that we've introduced Navia, it's time for Chevreuse to be in the spotlight.
Фармить будем мы.
Okay, I know that since she's a
Тюленей.
newcomer, you probably can't wait
Как
to learn
обычно.
more about her. So let's get right into it.
Okay, how should I introduce her? First off,
Ничего не пропусти.
Chevreuse is the captain
Только
of the
трейлер
Special
начала.
Security and Surveillance Patrol. It's a Fontanian organization that
Как
handles
обычно.
all sorts
Я
of difficult
забываю.
cases and dangerous criminals.
Опоздание.
She doesn't like to appear in public without good cause, so if you happen to run into her, it's likely that you're in some sort of trouble.
But as long as you're a law-abiding citizen, there's no need to worry.
Ну,
Chevreuse
знаете,
is
что
actually
завтра
really
будет?
easy to get along with
Я,
outside
короче,
of
решил
work.
устроить микромарафон.
Feastos are just the best
Потом.
snack. They're easy to carry with you and go with so many sauces. Final warning! Hands where I can see them!
О, еще один персонаж с механикой бомбочек.
What? That was so fire.
Давно нам такого не
I'm not just talking
хватало.
about her skills.
Oh my gosh, look at her idle animation. I love that she loves snacks.
Mhm.
That is so awesome.
She's a girl's girl, and she gets it.
Yeah, she gets it. She really does. She's not exactly what you'd
Опять
expect
мой
from the
интернет
captain of
погибает.
the special patrol, though, right?
I guess that's kind of true. I mean, Chevreuse' work as a
Эх,
captain can be really stressful. I mean,
кайф.
I can't blame the girl for indulging every once in a while to relieve some stress. She even adjusts her training regimen to make up for her snacking habits. In fact, she trains more than any other
Все-таки
member of the
провайдер
Special
меня
Patrol.
обманул.
Her platoon really admires her for that.
Wow. Okay, she's got some willpower. That is awesome. She.
Her musket to fire at opponents during her elemental skill. For a period of time after unleashing her elemental skill, Chevreuse will continuously restore HP to the active character on the field. During her elemental burst, Chevreuse fires an explosive grenade with her musket, which will split into secondary explosive
Теперь
shells
лагов не
upon
должно быть.
impact. Haha, impact.
Whoa. Wait, I noticed that Chevreuse has bullet-like markings around her during combat. Can she shoot a special type of ammo?
That's right. Chevreuse obtains an overcharged ball when a nearby party member triggers the overloaded reaction. Holding Chevreuse's elemental skill will consume this special ammo to unleash an even more powerful pyro attack that
Ugh.
covers a larger AoE. This attack will also grant an attack buff to all pyro and electro characters in the party.
Okay, so that's where the name Overcharged Ball comes from.
Uh-huh. Chevreuse actually came up with the name herself.
Oh.
She was reading a novel where the protagonist believed that names held a lot of power. If you give something a cool-sounding name, then you've given yourself an advantage over your enemies. That kind of logic resonated with her, I guess.
Oh, well, I guess she has a point.
Oh, I should also mention what happens if Chevreuse is paired with all pyro and electro characters. If your party contains at least one character of either type, then triggering the overloaded reaction will cause an opponent's pyro and electro resistances to decrease.
Okay, so it seems like Chevreuse could really shine in an overload team comp. But I also did notice that Chevreuse isn't solely limited to a musket. She also uses a polearm in combat. Okay, honestly, if I were a criminal, I feel like I'd be pretty nervous if she came after me.
Oh, for sure. Most people who have something to hide avoid her like their lives depend on it. And maybe it does. In all seriousness, though, that's why Chevreuse trains so hard. She has to be able to catch a wide variety of cunning criminals who try to evade her at all costs. So when Chevreuse is in your party, stamina consumption from sprinting is decreased.
Oh, I love that.
These two new characters are
Что же
great.
собирается от
Both
перегрузки?
of them would be great leads in
Знаю,
our
надо
commercial.
смотреть по
I
статам.
don't know, it's so
Что
hard
будет.
to choose.
I
Чего вот это
know.
за девочка
And
вот эта вот?
I will make this even harder for you.
Oh no.
We're about to take a look at what event wishes that travelers can look forward to in version 4.3.
Я просто сейчас
The
sюжет
candidate
вообще
pool for
не
the lead
играю.
role of our commercial is about to get even bigger.
Oh,
my
no. In the first half of version 4.3, travelers can look forward to event wishes for Navia and Ayaka. A new 5-star claymore Verdict will
Первая.
also be featured in the weapon event wish.
In the
Вердикт.
second half of version 4.3, we'll have returning event wishes from the Raiden Shogun and Yoimiya. During this time, Chevreuse will also receive a huge drop rate boost. Be
Yay.
sure to check them out if you're interested.
That's awesome. Travelers can also look forward to 2 new artifact sets in version 4.3. Songs of Days Past and Nighttime Whispers in the Echoing
Но
Woods. Be sure to keep an
я
eye on
вижу
future
это
announcements to
что?
learn more about
Какой-то
them.
This seems
ассигнатурный
like the
сет на
perfect time for
какого-то
our first break. We've shared a
водяного
ton of information so
персонажа,
far, and I bet travelers could use some
похожего на
time to
Фурину.
digest it all.
You're right, for sure.
Definitely.
Let's take a break while we take a look at the second group of redemption codes. The version 4.3 special program is brought to you by Chioriya Boutique and will return shortly.
Опа. Надо написать. Надо написать. Опа.
Welcome back, everyone. So, we've thoroughly discussed our casting options for the Chioriya Boutique commercial. But the content of the
Ультиматив
commercial is also
Оверлордс
important, right?
Мега
Do you
Magic
have any
Sword.
ideas?
Вот это
If we're
название.
making a commercial for Chioriya Boutique, then how about we
Супер
include some
дупер.
event footage of Chiori?
Yay!
Chiori is
Sparky
actually
Magic
going to appear
Crystal,
in the
вот
event for
это
version
да.
4.3.
What?
Hmm.
While the travelers have been able to see her store in the court of Fontaine, they'll finally get to
Супер
meet her in
пупер дупер
person.
мега меч.
Yes, I know. Travelers can also look forward to meeting Ayaka and Ayato in Fontaine. Chiori suggested that they should stop by, so here they are.
So cool.
Hey, this is actually the perfect time for a word from our sponsor. An Inazuma-born fashion icon, Chiori! Chioriya Boutique is your one-stop shop for the latest and most influential fashion in Fontaine.
That is right. Chiori is acquainted with the Kamisato siblings because she's also from Inazuma. She actually introduced Ayaka and Ayato to Xavier and recommended that they make the trip to Fontaine for the Fontanalia Film Festival.
So exciting! Will you tell us more about the Fontanalia Film Festival?
Oh, the Fontanalia Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Loch Knights. According to the myths, they went on a quest to search for the Oceanids and eventually welcomed the Hydro Archon Egeria to Fontaine.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the most important festivals in Fontaine, like what the Windbloom Festival is to Mondstadt and Lantern Rite is to Liyue.
Ah, so exciting!
Hmm.
The Fontaine Film Association proposed the Fontanalia Film Festival earlier this year, and during this time, the public may submit films for evaluation. The entry with the highest score will be given the Farina Award by the association.
Well, we can see Farina working with Ayaka and the others here. So wait, does this mean that there's a chance that Farina might win the Farina Award? Okay, now I'm intrigued.
Мне нечего сказать, я
I'm
просто
sorry,
слушаю,
but I'm
сижу.
gonna have to leave you in suspense.
Теории
If
можно
travelers
просто
are
посидеть,
curious
порассуждать,
about
но
what
как-то
Ayaka and
перебивать
the
их
others are doing in
вообще
Fontaine,
неохота.
or how Farina fared, you'll just have to play the event when the new version becomes available.
So, we know that several friends from Inazuma will be in Fontaine for the Fontanalia Film Festival, but travelers have so much more to be excited about. Travelers will also have the opportunity to participate in a variety of activity booths during the festival. Each one will have a different theme.
Ooh.
So cool.
И как
The first
обычно,
activity
стрим
booth is the 1000-pace
пропустил
interdiction
вначале, не
arc-minute sharpshooting
подготовился,
zone.
ничего не
In this
сделал.
activity, travelers will use the special
База.
security and surveillance patrol simulation device to practice targeting and
Вау.
shooting opponents.
Yep. The Special Patrol wanted the public
Лол.
to experience how
Это как
fun
уточки
target practice
стрелять.
And the second activity booth is called Trick Shots, Tricky Lights. In this activity, travelers will use the studio's special lighting effects to film a fight scene.
О,
Take advantage of the buffs
помню,
brought
помню
about by
такой
the
винтик,
special lighting
помню,
effects
помню.
to defeat an endless stream of opponents and obtain a
Под
higher
конец должно
score.
быть до хера
So
урона,
cool.
да?
Those special lighting effects are really giving off old
Нет?
movie
А почему
vibes.
тогда черный
Navia's
белый фон?
movements are also super smooth. It's all so atmospheric.
Oh, for sure. But not everyone is enjoying the fun and games. Travelers will meet a contract employee at the third activity booth. She needs some help with her demanding client. During the activity Extreme Drive, travelers will help her test out stabilization mecha balls.
Look at how the traveler chases after those stabilization mecha balls.
Это что?
Okay, I bet that contract
Соревнования в
employee can relate
Genshin
since she's being chased down by the
Impact?
client.
Totally.
Это что, против
Stabilization mecha
друг
balls
друга
seem pretty ordinary, but
соревноваться?
they're actually very agile. They'll automatically avoid all testers by moving in the opposite direction of your movement. You can find jump
Вау,
boosters around the testing
что?
grounds. Travelers can use them to jump
когда
higher and
PvP?
further, which is perfect for quickly traversing to the other side of a stabilization mecha ball. Travelers in co-op matches will have to find a way to herd as many stabilization mecha balls into their target area as
Mecha
possible within
balls.
the time limit. The more
Ну,
mecha balls that end up in your
наконец-то.
area, the more points you'll earn.
The fourth
Кабан
activity
Бол?
booth is
Нет.
called Into the Frame. In this
Mecha
activity,
balls,
travelers will get to shoot their
да.
own scenes by experimenting with different camera positions and narration techniques.
Cool! We get to make a movie! That's awesome.
Yeah.
Travelers might remember helping out Xavier with some filmmaking back in Inazuma, but this seems more professional. Wait, maybe this can be the inspiration for our commercial.
Oh.
Now that I think about it, a Fontanian man went to Inazuma to shoot a film. I guess international travel can be a source of artistic inspiration. That must have also been true in Chiori's case, since she opened Chioria's boutique in Fontaine.
Ooh, that could be a strong theme for our commercial. Actually, Ayaka and Ayato aren't the only Inazumans traveling abroad in version 4.3. Kuki Shinobu just arrived in Liyue for her class reunion.
Yeah, and Ito decided
Ура!
to tag along as the boss of the Arataki gang.
Ита!
And
Вернулся!
he brought his Onikabuto
Наконец-то,
with him.
бой
I think he
жуков!
plans to train his beetles for battle.
Wow.
Наконец-то!
Arataki
Мой
Blazing
лучший
Armor
персонаж
Beetle
вернулся.
Battle Bootcamp.
База,
That name is
база
definitely
возвращается.
Right, for sure. And there was also a beetle battle event in version
Наконец-то,
3.4,
Beetle
right?
Battle.
Beetle battles against a super powerful
Beetle
beetle battler.
Battle, Супер
I
Battle.
believe his name was Grandmaster Hanakato.
Bootcamp.
Yep,
Bootcamp.
Grandmaster Hanakato made
Bootcamp.
an impressive showing during the last beetle battle event. This time, he's made the trip to Liyue with Ito. It seems like the two of them
О,
have met a
Liyue
mysterious
Ito.
new beetle
Понял.
battle master.
What? Who is it? Tell us.
Tell us, tell us,
I'm
tell us.
Покажите
sorry.
кадры,
I'm
кадры
sorry, I can't give
сюда
that
на
away.
стол.
Travelers will have to discover their identity during the event.
Ah.
Aside from meeting
О.
this mysterious new beetle battle master, travelers can also look forward to new ways to battle. While the movement and charge mechanics remain unchanged from the original event, travelers can now also instruct Onikabuto to use guard to defend against electro bullet and jet stream attacks.
О, нормальные новые
Make
обилки
use of
завезли.
movement, charge, and guard strategies to topple your opponents no
Наконец-то
matter what
нормально
they
будет
throw at
можно
you.
посмеяться в
Master them,
Genshin
And you'll
Impact.
be ready to tackle the ultimate trial of the
Наконец-то
strong.
нормальный комедийный персонаж
Trial of
выйдет на сцену и
Strong.
будет нормальные.
Travelers can look
Кики
forward to
выдавать.
encountering an old friend in the Fontanian countryside.
О,
That's
возвращение
right, Ullman
феечек.
came to
О,
Fontaine and he
красиво
brought
новая
his
фея,
treasure
прям
map
очень
and
красивая.
treasure-seeking Sealy along with him.
Двойная,
Yay! Our mini Sealy friend is back!
двойная фея. Там два
So cute.
глаза, по-моему.
Travelers can help restore the
Но это
Sealy's
надо, это
vitality
100%
by
надо
absorbing
брать.
energy from the locations that are marked on Ullman's treasure map. In return, the Sealy will guide us to the locations of buried treasure. After collecting ancient iron coins during this event, you can exchange them for various rewards, including a mini Sealy in your preferred color.
Да,
Okay, so
не-не-не.
in the event
Вот
preview,
раньше
it
можно
looks
было
like some
нормально
of the
залутать,
treasures
сейчас не
located
актуально
underwater,
брать
but
ни одну.
when I first arrived in
Потому
Fontaine,
что,
I
ну, вот эта,
discovered the Sealy
которая
couldn't follow me
новая, она
underwater.
очень
Is
красивая.
this treasure-seeking Sealy different?
That is very observant of you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
In this iteration of the Lost Riches event, a new mini Sealy named Brilliance will be available. This new mini Sealy can travel underwater.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Treasure isn't the only thing that you'll discover in Fontaine's countryside. You might also come across a mysterious domain guarded by a unique swordmaster who
Yes.
searches for the meaning of battle. During the Dance of Resolute Will, travelers will get the chance to participate in combat challenges. Each challenge
Oh.
stage will contain 2 rounds. Travelers must
Sure.
select their party
Подожди,
compositions
стоп.
before the challenge starts. One of your chosen characters must be used in both rounds, but no other character can be repeated.
Oh, okay.
After you complete a blade dance objective during a challenge, you will obtain a heightened verve buff. Defeating opponents while heightened verve is active will grant you more points.
And another old friend is returning in version 4.3. That's right, it's Lieben!
О, Либен!
Ah. And if
Oh,
Lieben is
Liben
around, then
вернулся.
that must mean we'll have a chance to trade a bunch of items for primo gems again.
Вот это завоз ивентиков. Ивенты
Exciting.
хорошо идут.
Okay, so it looks like Lieben isn't the only old friend we'll be reunited with in version 4.3. Several familiar faces will be joining the Genius Invocation
Опа.
TCG. After this
Картонки,
update, travelers will have the
сеньора.
opportunity to challenge characters around Fontaine.
Сеньору
A
заанонсили.
new Fontaine-themed table
А вы
customization
говорили,
will
она не
also be
будет
available.
игровой.
Ah,
Фу.
I'm so excited to see players challenge some
Сеньора
Mosey.
игровая, ну
So
что?
exciting. Travelers can look forward to the addition of several new cards, including 6 new character cards, plus 5 new monster cards, such as Dvalin, Signora, and
Нет,
Ajdaha,
эти
will be
промо не было.
obtainable from the corresponding tavern challenges. But that's not all. The Forge Realms Temper event will also be making a reappearance, and there will be an update to the heated battle mode. Be on the lookout for future announcements.
There's TCG content to look forward to outside the game as well. The Genius Invocation TCG Asia Invitational will officially begin in January 2024.
Mm.
Да,
Travelers can look forward
классно,
to some
да, вы
friendly
анонсите
competition between
ивенты по
16 of the top
TCG.
TCG players
А
all across
примагемов
Asia.
туда не
I heard
завозите.
they're some
В
of the
чем
best in the region.
прикол?
So cool.
TCG
Be sure to follow
тогда.
the Astro Carnival X or Twitter account to stay up to date on the
Казах
latest
стоит на
news
заднем
about this
фоне, вот это
epic
интересно.
showdown.
Oh my gosh, this is all
Я
so
просто вырезал бы
exciting.
вот так картинку и все. Вот это не
Well,
нужно.
hang on to that feeling.
Вот это
Because we're
красиво.
taking a short break to look at the next group of redemption codes. We'll be back to sharing more exciting information about version 4.3 in just a moment.
Yay!
Турнирные деньги от самих разрабов. Ну да. О, промокод. Сижу, думаю. Парашу. Так. Что сказать? Мне нечего сказать. Игра одних актеров и все клоуны.
Welcome back, travelers! We've introduced a lot of content, and we've gotten a ton of inspiration for our commercial. Honestly, our promotion is definitely shaping up.
Totally.
But before we reveal our new idea, let's dive into the system
О.
optimizations that the project team has prepared for version 4.3.
One
Okay.
Click Expedition.
First, we have
Нормально.
some
Optimized
artifact-related
Flow.
optimizations to
Нормально.
introduce. With an ever-increasing amount of
Challenge.
artifact sets to
Replay
choose from,
challenge.
many
Окей.
travelers may have been hoping for a better and quicker way
Вот
to
это
filter
интересно,
and
что-
locate
как это
desired
можно
artifacts.
про
After the
артефакты
version
оптимизировать?
4.3 update, travelers can check out artifact set recommendations for a given character to see what artifact sets active players have been choosing for that character recently.
That's
Да, я же
cool.
вышел из
In addition, an
творческой
automatic locking
смерти.
function has been added. Now, when filtering artifacts in your inventory, you can lock the artifacts that fit your filter
О,
specifications in batches. With the
это что,
automatic
когда
locking
люди
function,
мечтали
newly acquired artifacts that fit your locking
сортировку
criteria will
артефактов, ее
automatically be
сделали
locked when
такой?
added to your inventory.
Oh, that's awesome.
Travelers can have up to 2 preset auto-lock plans for each artifact set. Travelers can choose their own or follow the recommended settings summarized for active player data. Since it may take some time to collect the necessary statistics, new artifact sets will not feature recommended locking
ну да, это
settings
сортировка
immediately.
типа по
Yes.
статам.
Of course,
Ни
if you can
хрена.
lock artifacts in batches, you can unlock them in batches as well.
А зачем
Travelers can
так?
look
Это
forward
вообще
to both of those
неправильно.
features in the new update. That's not all though.
What?
Travelers will be able to sort artifacts by 3 different attributes. Plus, the artifact enhancement screen will allow travelers to add a greater amount of enhancement materials at once. An enhancement limit feature will also be available. Hopefully, these optimizations will not only make artifacts easier to find, but also quicker to level. Be on the lookout for future announcements to learn more.
The project team is always working hard to address your survey feedback. So, travelers should
Красиво,
look
но не
forward
нужно
to further
вообще.
artifact-related optimizations and
Ну
future
типа
version updates.
лочить
Improvements
артефакты,
to
ну
equipping
да, ну
artifacts and
прикольно.
other artifact-related
Так лучше
optimizations
сделали бы
are all in
макеты
the works.
артефактов.
In addition, the project team has made adjustments to provide smoother ascension and enhancement experiences for travelers. When you level up a character, enhance an artifact, or enhance a weapon, you no longer have to click so many pop-up windows.
Oh, that's awesome! As a new player using a few 1- and 2-star materials to level artifacts, the whole process might feel a bit slow, especially with pop-up windows appearing.
Totally. This new optimization significantly reduces the amount of pop-up windows that we have to click through, so travelers can look forward to a much smoother enhancement and leveling process. The next optimization has made it easier to repeat domain challenges. Previously, travelers who tried to continue domain challenges would be sent to the entrance of the domain. This meant they would have to run all the way to the center to start the
Что-то мне
challenge.
не
But
нравится это
after this
всё.
update, travelers who choose to continue in a domain challenge will load right next to the area where you actually start fighting, which is amazing. So happy farming, everyone!
Ooh. This should make it way easier for players to farm artifacts for Navia.
Oh, yeah,
True, true.
definitely. In addition, version 4.3 has made it easier to clear your quest backlog. Archon Quest Chapter 2, Act 4, In the Depths, An Unexpected Reunion, takes place in the underground mines of the chasm. In the past, travelers had to complete the world quests,
Вышел
chasm
из
spelunkers,
творческого
and the
застоя.
Heavenly Stones debris before being able to proceed to the Archon Quest. In this update, travelers no longer need to complete those 2 world quests. Instead, travelers can speak directly to the miner who issued the commission to unlock a teleport waypoint.
Oh.
It will take them to the corresponding area and automatically trigger the next steps of the Archon Quest.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. This will hopefully make it easier
Чего?
for travelers to quickly progress through Archon Quests.
So cool. So that'll make it significantly easier for new or lapsed players to
О,
access the
погоди,
Archon Quest
стой.
and claim those sweet, sweet intertwined
Предлагаю
fates as fast as
ближайший-
possible.
Yes,
Что-то у меня...
definitely.
For sure.
Also, one-click
Это
expeditions
что?
will be available
Помощь в
starting in
спидранах?
version 4.3. This will allow travelers to claim expedition rewards and repeat expeditions with a single click. Travelers will also be able to claim processed ingredients and forged items with a single click.
Oh, sweet. That's gonna make it easier to collect rewards from Catherine.
Definitely.
Mhm.
There's also a ton of other quality of life improvements in this update. For example, optimizations have been made to enemy tracking with the Adventure Handbook and character selection logic during crafting and forging. In addition, when performing mystic offerings, travelers will now be able to add artifacts in batches. There's a lot
В
to look forward
принципе,
to.
смотрится
So be sure
интересно
to check future
оптимизация. Ну
announcements for more
такая
information.
хрень
Okay,
ненужная.
moving on from optimizations,
Всё
a
не
new
нужно.
Fontaine-style realm layout will be added to the Serenity Pot. Simply purchase the corresponding items from Tubby to unlock it.
Ah, it looks like an aquarium.
О,
I know, right?
да ну, стой,
Travelers can use
подожди.
ocean currents to travel between the islands in this layout. Some islands even have ponds that travelers can use to
Остров
fish.
под водой?
It's like a cool underwater kingdom. It's just so pretty.
Yeah.
No. And they'll be even prettier once travelers have the chance to make them their own. I'm
Вот
so
это
excited to see what
классно.
everyone's gonna come up with.
Вот это
Especially my
ультра
friend
красиво.
Tia.
You just want to copy their designs, don't you?
I don't know. Maybe.
I knew it.
I have another piece of super exciting news to share with everyone. Okay, I know, right? The annual Genshin Impact online concert, Melodies of an Endless Journey, is coming soon! Yay! I
О,
heard this year's
концерт
concert is going to celebrate
на
Genshin's
10
classic
нахер
melodies in an
часов.
entirely new way.
Уху,
Let's take a sneak peek
22-го.
at some of the amazing moments that this concert has in store.
Курсор, иди-ка нахрен. Ну, если у меня будет время, я постримлю Геншин концерт. Точнее, я запущу стрим, врублю концерт и будем просто слушать.
The 2023 Genshin concert held in Shanghai last September will also be online soon, so stay tuned, travelers.
Whoa, so we have 2 online concerts to look forward to?
Yep. Further details will be announced across Genshin Impact's official social media accounts, so be on the lookout for more information. At the end of version 4.3, travelers can also look forward to the release of the 4th Genshin Impact character OST album, Stellar Moments Volume 4. The album will feature 26 character songs created by the Hoyo Mix
Трендов
team.
нету.
Wait, we're finally
Сегодня
getting
без
I'll
них.
Hate Them and Wanderers OSTs.
Yep, and Farina's song too. Her song All the World's a Stage has already been getting a ton of love.
Oh, that's awesome.
Прикольно. Бодренько.
Okay, well, that's all the new information we have to share about the update. So, I guess that means it's time for the version 4.3 special program to come to a close.
Aww.
But we haven't even come up with a plan for our Chiorio Boutique commercial.
Actually, we've already finished shooting it.
You're right. The
What?
special program was a pretty good commercial. I'm certainly not going to forget the name Chioria Boutique after this.
Totally. Oh my gosh, we really did cover a lot of important information today.
For sure. The most important part is our final word from our sponsor, Chioria Boutique. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I just wanted to let everyone know that I'm so excited
Вот она
to be a
шутит
part
про
of Genshin Impact, and I cannot
бутики,
wait
да?
for all
А
of you
на
to
самом
meet
деле на
each of
японском
us.
стриме
Totally.
коллаб
I feel
какой-нибудь
exactly
будет
the
с
same. Can't wait to
какой-нибудь
see more Navia in her
пекарней.
fighting action.
Yeah.
And
База
also,
же.
can't wait for little swimming sealies.
Yes.
They are so cute.
So
Oh my
cute.
goodness.
And I think the new mini games are really fun, especially the one where we get to make like a little
Mhm.
movie.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, I am just so glad that the 3 of us have been able to do this special program together. This has been so
Oh,
much
me
fun.
too. Really fun,
And
yeah.
that's all we have for the version 4.3 special program. I hope that everyone's looking forward to experiencing all this exciting new content for themselves. Be sure to check it out when the update goes live.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye guys. See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye, see you later. О! О! Коллаборации погнали. С дедом. Вот так вот. Красивый скин. Вот очень красивый, прям очень. Так. Все? Это все? Это все? Это все. Что на
お
японском
すすめロック
происходит?
設定を使うこともできます。ただしデータの集計には時間が必要であり、新しく追加された生物セットについてはおすすめロック設定を利用できませんのでご注意ください。
Красота!
新規ユーザーさんにとってはすごく便利そうな機能ですね。
本当ですね。それからですね、一括ロック機能があればもちろん一括アンロック機能もあります。各生物セットに対して一括でアンロック操作を行えるようになりますよ。またメインステータスを3つまで選んで生物を並び替えられるようになります。生物の強化では一度に選択できる素材の個数上限が増え、段階的に強化できる機能も追加されます。より効率的にお目当ての生物を特定して強化できるでしょう。
А я не
詳しい情
знаю.
報は今後公開される公式情報を確認してみてください。
厳選はかどる。
次に
Я хочу
旅
узнать
人の皆さんの育成体験をより快適なものにするため、
что-нибудь
開
еще.
発チームはキャラクター
С
育成、
японского
生物
вытащить.
強化、武器強化画面を
Что
最
они в
適
конце
化し
показывают
たとの
что-нибудь
ことです。
еще.
これからは細かい操作をしなくても良くなるようですよ。
なんか操作によってはたくさん OK ボタンを押す操作もありまし
いや
たからね。
ーそうなんですよ。ポチポチ
Я
ポチ
хочу
ポチ
посмотреть коллаборации,
Смотри,
какие у них в
смотри.
Японии.
星1とか星2の時とかをね。
そうね。
確かにいっぱい溜まりますからね。はい。今回
Что
の
японцев
最
там
適
еще
化でボタンを
коллабы
押す
есть
頻度が減り
прикольные.
強化の流れがより快適になるみたいですね。続いては秘境の周回についての改善です。これまでの秘境では周回するたびある程度の距離を走らないと挑戦を開始できませんでしたよね
で。し
А
た。
субтитры есть?
バージョン 4.3 アップデート後
Не
続けて秘境に
судьба.
挑戦するとき、旅人さんの開始位置は挑戦を開始するボタンがすぐに押せる場所からスタートするようになります。秘境の周回がより快適になるのではないでしょうか。
そしたらナビアさんの生物集会をするのがだいぶ楽になるんじゃないですか？
Прикольная у нее озвучка на японском.
そしてですね、魔人任務の流れも改善されるようです。魔人任務第2章第4幕予期せぬ炎帝の再開の舞台は双眼巨炎地下航空です。ですので今までは世界任務巨炎初探査と9章の石の断片をクリアしないとこの魔人任務を受けることができませんでした。ですがバージョン 4.3 アップデート後、世界任務をクリアしていなくても依頼を出した候補と会話することで双眼巨炎の対応するエリアのワープポイントが直接開放され、魔人任務を開始できるようになります。これで魔人任務の進行がより快適になるでしょう。
新米の旅人さんにとっては双眼鏡炎を探索するのはかなり大変です
Вы
よね。
видите, у нее, у персонажа тут 14
こ
уровень.
れですぐ魔人任
По
務を
моим
すると
заветам работает, по
紡がれた運
моим.
命などのたくさんの報酬を入手できるのではないでしょうか。
そして一括派遣機能もバージョン 4.3 でリリースされるみたいですよ。旅人の皆さんは完了した派遣報酬を一括で受け取ることができるほか、1回の操作でもう一度派遣することができます。探索派遣以外にも食材加工や鍛造といった制作が完了したアイテムを一括で受け取れるようになります。
これは嬉しい。キャサリンに話しかけて報酬を受け取る一連の流れがかなり快適。
Мне, пожалуйста, конец. Я хочу просто посмотреть коллабы. Что у них там в Японии?
キャサリン。
Хочу позавидовать.
他に
Хочу
も
просто
旅人の皆さんに
позавидовать,
とって
посидеть.
便利な機能がいろいろと実装される予定です。例えば冒険の証の討伐画面から行える魔物の追跡機能の改善、製造画面のキャラクター選択ロジック、生物改正の一括導入機能など、詳細を知りたい旅人さんはぜひ今後のバージョン関連のお知らせをチェックしてください。システム改善以外に人活簿にフォントネームスタイルの冒険形態が追加されます。丸から対応するアイテムを購入することで開放できますよ。
おー、なんかこう水族館の中にいるみたいですね。
いや本当に今まで水中なかったですからね。
綺麗だな。
そうなんですよ。しかも旅人の皆さんは海流に乗って別の島に移動することもできます。
そうなんだ。
そうなんですよ。そして一部の島では池がありまして、そこで魚を飼うこともできるみたいですよ。
風流。
ねえ。旅人の皆さんの素晴らしい動画を楽しみにしてい
Табибито,
ます。
Табибито, ну мы все знаем, кто такой Табибито. Нам больше и не надо.
ゲーム内の豊富なコンテンツの他にもいろいろなコラボやオフラインイベントを予定しています。一緒に見てみましょう。
А? Ну вот, начинаю завидовать. Сидеть, завидовать.
目的地はまだまだ先だよ。
た荷物なの？
Ва, красота! А можно такой скин в реальную игру? О! О! А куда это мы попали? Ой! Альбедо красивый был. Пока, Фурина. Ичибан Куджи. О, постеры красивые. О, я бы такой бы стаканчик хотел. Во! А что так все классно? Бандай. О! Зимний ивентик японский, спасибо. У японцев ивенты вообще постоянные.
コミックマーケット103に出店決定ですか。原神が公式としてこういったイベントに出店するのはこれが初めてですよね。
どんなイベントになるのか気になりますね。オンラインで旅人の皆さん同士がね会えるっていうのもすごい素敵な機会ですよね。
А мы живем здесь, а вот японцы, у них вот свои ивенты. Свои подарки, свои примагемы, своя жизнь.
輝く星々ボリューム4がリリースされます。
А у тебя только коллапс Додо Пиццы в ХСР.
キャラクターのために作曲したゲーム音楽を26曲収録しています。
おお、アルハイゼンや放浪者たちのキャラクター音楽がついにリリースされるんですね。
そうなんです。さらにフリーナの世界は皆舞台も収録されていますよ。それでは早速トレーラーを見てみましょう。どうぞ。
Я был не готов к такому.
Choosing Comania Express. Anything you need delivered? Rest assured, there's no destination I can't deliver to.
最後にさらにいいニュースを皆さんにお届けしたいと思います。年に一度の原神オンラインコンサートメロディーズオブ
Я не был готов к такому, подождите.
今回のオンラインコンサートではおなじみのメロディーを新しい方式でお届けしてくれるそうですよ。それでは早速オンラインコンサートの一部をご覧ください。どうぞ。
Тихо. Уф. Задоджил.
いかがでしたか？このほか今年9月に上海で上演された原神オーケストラコンサート2023の映像も近いうちに公開される予定です。
Сейчас еще что-нибудь покажет.
ということは近いうちに2つのコンサートの関連動画が両方とも公開される予定ってことですか？
その通りです。先ほどご紹介したコンサートに関する詳しい情報は今後原神公式 SNS アカウントから発表される予定ですのでお楽しみに。
Так, ну этот ивент со старым мы как бы, ну, уже видели. Ивент старого мы... Да, спасибо за донаты, спасибо, 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 спасибо. Опа! Ой, забываем старых донатеров. Не, ну я как всегда пришла с новым донатиком. Я рад, но...
もう終わったじゃないですか。
この番組自体がチオリアの広告ってことでしょ？
うん。この番組を見終わった頃にはみんなチオリアについて知ってくれているでしょうからね。
Я стримлю японский стрим. У тебя вот это было?
チオリアの提供でお送りいたしました。
Я опоздал на стрим еще на минут 10, наверное. Он начался, и я опоздал. База.
А, それって高度な技術が求められる仕事だよ。本当にできるの？ちょっと待って、どこを重点にしたいのかが感じられないし、人物も画面内に収まってない。5本。さあ、役者は位置について。スピナディロースらの現会長であり、リーダーで司令塔で取締役でボスのナビアよ。あんたに出会えたこと本当に嬉しく思ってる。ヤッホー。わ
О, нормальная озвучка.
これって三段銃？ファイヤー！
О, красота.
よし、行動開始だ。セットができたら撮影を始めるよ。本当に板についてるな。照明技師と道具係は現場のセッティングを、主演の2人は先にメイクをしてきてくれ。カメラマン、スクリプター、役者は準備して。3、2、1。
黙りなさい。お母様を殺した悪党め。
考えが好きだらけなのだよ。そんな2つの銃で勝てるとでも思ったのか。
貴様に弁明する権利はもうない。武器を捨てろ。この裁きを受けてこい。
役者の情感もこもってた。これはキープしておこう。次のシーンを始めるよ。はい。あ、もしかして
逃げられるとでも？
シャブルーズ。
その金を持って地獄で懺悔するといい。
素晴らしい、素晴らしすぎる。この遠泳で波のようにフォンテーヌを席巻しよう。いや、その人々に衝撃を与えようって意味。水没させるんじゃなく。
Одни клоуны в этом вашем фонтейне. Ну что, господа хорошие. Так вот. Жду транслейта к обеду. Оп. Опа. Конец, возможно. Возможно. Пау. Ладно. Ладно, давайте. Я просрал все тайминги, просрал все, но вернулся на YouTube. А значит, завтра будет стрим по фарму. Поэтому всем пока. И на телеграме я сейчас выкину коды, если что. Так что да. А по поводу донатов, спасибо, я все вижу. Я на следующем стриме врублю их. Ахахахахаха. Я их завтра врублю. У меня все на базе, все нормально, все четко. Так что... Интересно, смотрел ли ты слово пацана? Угу. Нет еще. Да я думаю, не посмотрю. Ну нет желания. Ладно.